Hey, how's it going everyone? Dilo Barber here with another video, this time showing you guys how to do designs in a very simple way and some tricks to make them look better. I start with the trimmer, splitting the eyebrow from the sides, and then I try to connect the same line from the eyebrow to the fade. I do a little tip, and then I go to the right and connect it with the other side of the design. Then I do a little curve in there just with the corners of the blade. I don't push the trimmer too hard, just a little tips. And then in that part, I'm gonna put all the blade in there and just drag down a little bit in the right to make that effect of the line like a little thicker to thin. And then with the corners of the blade, I make it a little bit more longer, just as you can see, just like that. And then I'm gonna do the last curve to the design that is gonna be connected to that one. So I do a little bit on the left and then I go to the right and connect it, the same as all designs I do, just with the tips of the blade when it's about a curve, just like that. And keep in mind that always you gotta put the trimmer upside down so it can make the line a little bit thicker. That will help you to make the design more notable, and also at the time by passing the razor is gonna be a lot easier because you can see the lines very well and they are thick enough to pass the razor without dragging some of the long hairs. In that part I do the same thing. I put the whole blade and now drag it a little bit to the left, just like that. I'm gonna do a big one and a little one so it can have a little bit of dynamic. And also the same, I make it a little bit longer just with the tips of the blade, the corners. And I do the same thing too with the C cup as the other side. I line it up and then I put it all upside down so it can make more thick those lines, more notable, so it can get a little bit more better shape too. Then with the Kiss Express spray darkest brown, I'ma give those corners and the perimeter of the designs a little bit more of color and darkness. I put the card as the design goes, like there I curve it a little bit, the card, and I make sure to put it in all the surroundings of the design so it can, and I also put it as the shape as I want the design to take shape. You gotta be very precise with it, that's why I move a lot the card, and I do just 1 or 2 sprays. That also will help you with the razor in the end because you can see better the lines. And then with a dry towel I kind of fade away the paint of the design just to make it look more natural. And also when you spray that paint it kind of goes everywhere, so you can have full control of it. And I just take the excess of the paint with the towel. Then I spray a little bit of water. I rather doing that than shaving gel because it's less messy and more clean. And I pass the razor. As you can see, the lines are already there, so it's not hard to me to clean the design. I just gotta pass it at 1 or 2 tips just right where it is. In there I saw a little detail, so I put the trimmer in there so I can fix it up real quick, and I continue with the razor. Same in the other side. I'm gonna put a little bit of spray of water and I clean it up with a paper so it cannot drip. And the same thing, I do a little 1 or 2 strikes with the blade. Sometimes I only do 1, depends how precise it was. And also don't pass it too many times or too hard because you're gonna irritate the client. You don't want that, so keep it as delicate and precise as you can. Stretching the skin is gonna help you a lot for giving that more precise cut. That's something you gotta keep in mind. Look at where I am always stretching the skin, as you can see. And I only use the corners of the blade when it comes to a short space or a curve, just like that in there. And as you can see, when you pass the razor, it all comes together, all the shape and design as you want it, with a little bit of help of the paint too. That's a big factor in it. I go against the grain with the C cup, and with the eyebrow too I do a little tip and against the grain. With the designs I do not use against the grain too much. And then with the white pencil I'm gonna give a little bit of more color to that inside that is already cleaned up with the razor. and there I'm just fading away a little bit the paint with the brush. You can do that too. And I'm gonna pass the white pencil in there too, just filling up all that design very well. And later on I'm gonna fade away that white pencil too, so it doesn't look all colored. With the trimmers, as you can see, I kinda do tips and drag around all that whiteness all over the design. I kinda drag it in that motion, like if I wanted to expand that color. And also help it with the brush. I kinda pass it a few times so it can be more fading and fading. It's all about making it more natural, but also pops a lot more the design. And also it helps you to see a little bit of detail that you couldn't even see when it wasn't that marked as before, that inside design. And I do the same thing in the other side. I kinda do a little bit of tips and drag around all that whiteness. Simple step that is gonna make it a lot better. And that's it. This is the results. Let me know if it was helpful to you. If you're starting doing designs, you should definitely make these steps, and it's gonna help you a lot. And subscribe if you wanna see more videos like this. Like and comment what you think. See ya.